Every movement you make, every sound you notice, every change in temperature you feel, and every reaction your body produces in a crisis depends on one enormous communication system, the nervous system. It is the reason your hand pulls away from heat, your eyes track movement, your muscles coordinate a step, and your internal organs keep adjusting without you thinking about them. The nervous system is not just the brain. It is a body-wide network that detects information, carries signals, processes what matters, and helps produce the right response. Without it, the body would still contain muscles, organs, and tissues, but they would not operate as one coordinated living system. In biology, the nervous system is the part of an animal that coordinates actions and sensory information by transmitting signals between different parts of the body. It constantly monitors changes in the outside world and inside the body itself. If light changes, pressure rises, muscles stretch, or tissue is damaged, the nervous system helps detect it. Then it works with other control systems, especially the endocrine system, to shape the response. The difference is speed and style. Nerve signals are fast and precise, like a direct electrical message. Hormones are slower and more widespread, like a chemical broadcast. Together, they let the body react quickly when needed and adjust over longer periods. In vertebrates, the nervous system has two major divisions, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, or CNS, includes the brain and spinal cord. This is the main processing structure. The brain interprets sensory information, forms perceptions, coordinates movement, and supports thought, memory, and emotion. The spinal cord serves as a major signal highway between the brain and body, but it is not merely a cable. It can also manage rapid reflexes before the brain fully processes what happened. This matters because some situations demand immediate action, such as withdrawing from pain or stabilizing posture. The peripheral nervous system, or PNS, includes the nerves that extend beyond the brain and spinal cord. These nerves connect the central system to the skin, muscles, glands, blood vessels, and internal organs. A nerve is not a single thread but a bundle of long fibers called axons. These axons allow signals to travel over distance. Cranial nerves exit from the brain, while spinal nerves exit from the spinal cord. Together, they create a communication map across the body. The central nervous system can only coordinate the body because the peripheral nervous system gives it access to what is happening everywhere else. Peripheral nerves carry information in two broad directions. Sensory nerves, also called afferent nerves, carry signals from the body toward the central nervous system. They report touch, pain, temperature, pressure, body position, and many internal conditions. Motor nerves, also called efferent nerves, carry signals away from the central nervous system to produce action. They tell muscles to contract and help control movement. This two-way traffic is essential. Incoming signals tell the brain and spinal cord what is happening. Outgoing signals allow the body to respond. If either direction fails, coordination breaks down, the body may not feel what is happening, or it may not be able to act on what it knows. The peripheral nervous system is also divided by function. The somatic nervous system is involved in voluntary movement and conscious sensation. When you decide to lift a glass, turn your head, or walk across a room, the somatic system helps carry those commands to skeletal muscles. It also helps you consciously feel sensations from the body surface and muscles. But many body functions cannot depend on constant conscious attention. You do not choose each heartbeat or manually move food through your intestines. For those background tasks, the autonomic nervous system takes over, regulating internal organs and keeping the body's internal environment responsive and stable. The autonomic nervous system has several important branches. The sympathetic nervous system is activated strongly in emergencies and demanding situations. It helps mobilize energy, increase alertness, and prepare the body for action. This is often associated with the fight-or-flight response. The parasympathetic nervous system is more active during calmer states, supporting rest, digestion, recovery, and energy conservation. These systems are not simple on-off switches. They continuously balance and adjust the body depending on context. A person needs sympathetic activation to respond to pressure, danger, or exertion, but also parasympathetic activity to recover, digest, and maintain long-term health. A third autonomic branch, the enteric nervous system, controls much of the gastrointestinal tract. It coordinates digestion by helping regulate movement, secretions, and local responses inside the gut. The digestive system has complex work to do. Food must be moved, broken down, mixed with enzymes, and absorbed, while the body monitors chemical conditions and irritation. The enteric nervous system can handle many of these tasks locally, which is why it is sometimes described as a nervous system of the gut. Still, it communicates with the brain and other autonomic branches. This connection helps explain why stress can affect digestion and why gut conditions can influence overall well-being. At the cellular level, the nervous system is defined by nervous tissue, especially neurons. Neurons are specialized cells designed for communication. They receive signals, integrate information, and send signals onward through long extensions called axons. These signals are electrochemical impulses, meaning they involve electrical changes along the neuron and chemical communication between cells. The shape of a neuron reflects its job. It can connect across tiny local circuits or send messages over long distances. The power of the nervous system comes not from one neuron acting alone, but from many neurons linked into pathways, circuits, and networks that shape perception, movement, decision-making, and behavior. Neurons communicate at junctions called synapses. Some synapses are electrical, allowing signals to pass directly between neighboring cells through specialized connections. Others are chemical. In a chemical synapse, the sending neuron releases neurotransmitters into a tiny gap between cells. These neurotransmitters bind to the receiving cell and change its activity. The result can be excitation, making the receiving cell more likely to fire. It can be inhibition, making it less likely to fire. Or it can be modulation, changing the way the cell responds in the future. This flexibility is one reason nervous systems can be so adaptive. They do not just pass messages, they shape and refine them. Although neurons get most of the attention, the nervous system also depends on glial cells, often simply called glia. These cells provide structural and metabolic support, help maintain the environment around neurons, and contribute to healthy nervous system function. The brain and spinal cord also have high energy demands. Active neurons need oxygen and nutrients quickly, so blood flow must be regulated carefully. Cells and blood vessel structures form what is known as the neurovascular unit, which helps match cerebral blood flow to neural activity. In practical terms, sensing, thinking, and moving are expensive biological processes. The nervous system works only because support cells and blood supply keep pace with its demands. Nervous systems vary widely across animals. Some very simple multicellular animals, such as sponges, have no nervous system at all. Others, including jellyfish and related organisms, have diffuse nerve nets rather than centralized brains. More complex animals typically have a brain, a central cord or cords, and nerves radiating through the body. The number of nerve cells can range from a few hundred in simple worms to hundreds of billions in the largest mammals. This variation shows that the nervous system evolved as a solution to the challenges of animal life, sensing the environment, coordinating movement, finding food, escaping danger, managing internal organs, and adapting behavior to changing conditions. Because the nervous system controls so much, problems in it can have serious effects. Malfunction can result from genetic defects, physical injury, toxic exposure, infection, aging, or diseases that interfere with nerve signaling. In the peripheral nervous system, a common issue is failure of nerve conduction, where signals do not travel properly. Diabetic neuropathy is one example. Disorders that damage myelin, the insulating material that helps signals travel efficiently, can also disrupt communication. Multiple sclerosis is a well-known demyelinating disorder affecting the nervous system. When signaling breaks down, The result may be weakness, numbness, pain, poor coordination, altered sensation, or loss of control over body functions. The scientific study of the nervous system is called neuroscience, while neurology is the medical specialty focused on diagnosing and treating its disorders. Together, these fields explore one of biology's most important questions: how does living tissue turn information into action? The nervous system detects the world, interprets signals, commands movement, regulates organs, and helps generate behavior. From a reflex that protects you from injury to the quiet control of digestion and heartbeat, the same core principle is always present. Life depends on communication. The nervous system is the body's fastest and most precise communication network, allowing countless separate parts to act as one living organism. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more explainers.